Well, got more Ryan Garcia news. Just like this dude, as far as being a content creator, he the gift to keep on giving. Like you get a Ryan story almost every other day. And with that being said, Ryan Garcia has been arrested in Beverly Hills, California, for trashing, for causing damage to property over $400. That's a felony out there. And basically what happened, he was in his hotel room at the Waldorf Astoria out in Beverly Hills, and he decided for whatever reason to trash the room. And also, according to sources, he trashed the hotel or a hallway, a lobby or whatever, or at least a portion of it. And the cops had to come and get him up out of there. It's funny because Ryan had a wellness check or welfare check or however you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, on Wednesday, where one of his family members called the cops to go check up on him to make sure he was okay because they were in fear that he might do something, I'm assuming to himself perhaps. So it seems like all this anxiety type stuff is starting to kick back in. And according to sources, the boxer was taken by the Beverly Hills PD to a local hospital for evaluation and treatment. Me personally, I think the fact that he has all this stuff going on with the whole steroids, PEDs, whatever, is starting to kick in on him a little bit. I think he's starting to realize that his issues is more than what he probably thought they were, especially considering he kept throwing out accusations at all these companies. Ryan Garcia could potentially have 4 different lawsuits on his hand, in his hands. One by Devin Haney, and another 3 for some of these companies that he called out about their products, the supplements or whatnot that he claimed that were perhaps dirty, and maybe even Vada/WADA themselves, because that's 2 different entities. Even they might be able to slander or get him for slander or whatnot. So he's caused a lot of trouble for himself. Ryan Garcia very well could be looking at, like I said, possibly 4, 5, maybe even 6 lawsuits based off of some of the things he said, when in reality, and any good lawyer will tell you this, shut your mouth and let them do the talking. But instead, he tried to use the media and his popularity to get what he thought would be some type of upper hand on the New York State Boxing or Athletic Commission and perhaps these sanctioning bodies. I don't know what he called himself doing, or whoever he thought he was going to sway with this public opinion stuff. It don't work that way. Public opinion can go one way, but far as you going to trial or whatnot, that could go something totally in a whole nother direction. So hopefully he'll get his head right and don't do any type of harm to himself, because right now all of this is entertaining. It's funny. He gets online and talk crazy, say a lot of weirdo stuff, and you got people out here still backing him because of his popularity and whatnot. But the reality of it is this: if he is as sick or dealing with anxiety the way they made it out to be, a couple years ago, Ryan Garcia could be looking like somebody that might do themselves some extreme harm. So I don't know. Hopefully this story won't have any legs to it. I know they said he was drunk, and $15,000 worth of damage ain't nothing to him. That's a drop in the bucket. And even though that's what they said, or anything over $400 is a felony, he'll probably get a slap on the wrist for this. I don't see him doing any real time behind this. So, like I said, hopefully this portion of the story don't have legs. Hopefully he'll get himself right, go talk to somebody, get some counseling or whatnot. And because like I said, we know he's under a lot of pressure with this whole, PED stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't want to see nobody hurt themselves. But at the same time, you got coming whatever you got coming if you are guilty. And the more the case get dragged on, it does, in my opinion, appear that he's guilty. The tactics that he's pulling just don't seem to be the tactics that somebody, number one, that got good representation would do, and number two, just doesn't make sense. It seems like they're trying to, it's a lot of funny business with what they're putting out. But I ain't here to talk about the whole steroids thing. I just wanted to report that he did get arrested. From what I understand, he could be facing 2 charges. One, the felony for trashing a hotel because of the amount of damage that he done, and 2, possibly some type of drinking in public or whatever, or being publicly intoxicated, something like that. He might be facing some type of charge dealing with that. That's pretty much all I got. This head busting boxes on Fight Dr. I am out.